So yes, it is indeed a very logical question to ask me why I am standing in a darkened parking lot at 4:45 in the morning. Well, I am waiting for my Uber to pick me up to take me to San Diego Comic-Con for day number 3. Now yes, indeed, it has arrived. This is the Christmas day at Comic-Con, so to speak. So Thursday and Friday were crazy, yes, but Saturday, I've been told anyways, just completely blows them away. And so I'm getting there extra early so I can make sure and get in the lines that I want to get in. And specifically the line that I want to get in this morning is an extremely competitive one, as we saw yesterday, that being the Hall H line. And I'm wanting to get in there first thing in the morning and potentially kind of be a crazy squatter and just hang out in there all day. There is food and restrooms in Hall H, but specifically in Hall H, starting at 11:30 this morning, we have the WB panel. And as kind of mediocre as I was on the last couple of WB properties, those being Batman v Superman and before that Man of Steel, I'm still very excited to see what different directors and different writers will do with properties like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Suicide Squad, and we might even get a peek at the Justice League, the studio kind of desperate to save face after the kind of negative reaction to Batman v Superman, but we'll see. Nonetheless, I'm approaching the line now. We'll see how insane it is. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's insane. To put it in perspective, yesterday, I started right there. We're going all the way down there. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. I am literally walking past the sleeping forms of thousands of fans. And we're crossing the street and down the boardwalk. I think eventually this will take me out into the harbor. They're literally going to take me to meet Aquaman. I will give it this. It's a gorgeous morning. With seagulls. I mean, I was being initially sarcastic with that vagrant comment, but seriously. After 6 hours of waiting, it all comes down to this. Will we make it? Big sad sigh. I did not make it in for the WB panel. So close to the end. It's called the Chutes. There's numerous chutes that are let in one at a time. And ours was next. Probably 50 people from the front of the line and cut off. I am now going to grab some food though. I'm not giving up. I will make it to the Star Trek panel hopefully and all the ones after that. And one of the glorious things about Comic-Con is just the camaraderie that you feel with pretty much everyone around you. So, got to talk to the guys next to me in the lawn, they're saving my place. Super awesome. So, anyhow, time to tank up, then back to the line. So, I don't know if you guys have ever had this experience, but I used to play Little League when I was a kid. Baseball, and I did soccer as well. And I was never on good teams for some reason, so I'd lose a lot of games, probably due to my lack of good sporting skills. Nonetheless, at the end of the game, even if you lost, you would still walk down a line high-fiving the opposing team saying, good game, good game, good game. And that is exactly what I did right now, as after 12 hours of waiting, I walked away from the Hall H line, having not gotten into any of the panels. Had to walk down, high-fiving all of my compadres that I got to know while waiting in the line, saying, good game, guys. Good game. It was a valiant effort. We did our darndest, didn't we? Yeah, you know, obviously a little disappointing, but I will tell you this, guys, right now. It's different each year, but this year specifically, they actually gave out bracelets the night before to 6,100 people, and there are 6,100 seats in Hall H. So, between the time that they actually let everyone into Hall H in the morning, and now, 12 hours later, I believe they let in an extra maybe 50 people tops. So anyhow, future reference, if ever you guys are at Comic-Con, definitely try and get the wristbands the night before, lest you run into a situation just like I did. Which, you know, was unfortunate. And though I obviously missed the panels and was not able to hear specifically from the different filmmakers, I'm sure those will be uploaded online soon enough. And also, almost right after they aired in the convention hall themselves, WB released online all the trailers that they showed in the panel. So I was able to watch the Wonder Woman, the Justice League, the Skull Island, the Fantastic Beasts, right after they were all released, which was great. And I gotta say, I think the standout one for me personally was Skull Island. The look of it was super cool. I love the 70s setting. I loved the John Goodman character, who seemed to be kind of a slightly less creepy version of the character he played in 10 Cloverfield Lane, though, as it would seem, no more forthcoming. It also had Sam Jackson in it doing his classic Sam Jackson thing, which is always enjoyable, and some of the great actors from Straight Outta Compton, as well as obviously Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson, both of whom are fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll be great to see Kong back on the big screen. And even as I did spend the entire day in line, I didn't waste my time. I actually brought my laptop with me and watched almost the entire second season of Daredevil. Finally catching up on that. Yes, I know I'm way behind, and like so many have said, The Punisher, completely legit, totally worked for me. Really excited to see the fact that he's going to have his own spin-off series. And I also heard a decent amount of criticism about the second half of the season, kind of feeling disjointed, not quite as focused as the first half. And though it did lack some of the simplicity of it, I actually found the Elektra character to be, in a cool, intentional way, kind of undermining the entire Frank Castle plotline and pulling Daredevil in two different places, in two different directions, and that actually being narratively what's happening emotionally in his life. So I think it actually, for me anyways, worked quite well. So really enjoying that, really looking forward to the last two episodes. And if that gives you any indication of how slowly I watch some shows, I know some of you guys have asked if I could review Stranger Things on Netflix, and I too would love to get to that. Just life is a little bit busy, things move a little slower with Mr. Chris Hartwell, so bear with me, and I'll get to that review as soon as I can. Anyhow, that was my day number 3, guys. A bit different than I thought it would be, but you know what? It's an experience, and I am now prepared all the more for next year, and I'm really excited to camp out and sleep on the sidewalk like I will have to. Anyhow, hope you guys have enjoyed these. Until next time, guys. Cheers.